Hello and welcome back to another one of Paul's beer reviews. Hope you're all doing well today. I am going to be reviewing a double IPA for you today, and I believe it's a supermarket one. It's from Buxton Brewery and it is their Kingslayer. Kingslayer double IPA coming in at 8% ABV. Enjoying the artwork on that one. That's very cool. I was given this as part of a Christmas package from a colleague of mine at work at the brewery. What better to give a colleague at a brewery at Christmas a box of beer? That's exactly what he gave me, a box of beer. And there was a few in there that I hadn't had before, and this was one of them. And it's one that I've always wanted to try, but never got round to it. Buxton Brewery, solid brewery, up in the Peak District today, up in that area. Should say somewhere. Where's their address? Ah, yeah, Peak District National Park. In the heart of the Peak District National Park. Yeah, double IPA. Kingslayer. Double IPA. I'm assuming this has been inspired by Game of Thrones. If you've not watched Game of Thrones before, I do question your life choices. I'm just going to believe that there. Kingslayer. Jaime Lannister. If you know, you know. It says, we must have bloody noses and cracked crowns. A juicy New England style double IPA with tropical fruit flavours coming from Citra and Mosaic hops. You could not get a more classic combination of hops for a New England IPA. We're talking passion fruit, mango, grapefruits, maybe a touch of berries. But yes, looking forward to this. I think I've seen this one in Tesco. I'm assuming this is where he got this one from. I've always fancied trying it, never got around to it. So I'm looking forward to this one. If it's still available in Tesco and it is good, I will probably shoot out and grab a couple more, because I imagine this is going to be around, what, £3, £3.50 mark. If you do know, let me know in the comments below how much you paid for this one. If you haven't had this one before, sit back, enjoy the review. So here's the double IPA in the glass, and that is definitely on the slightly darker side of a New England IPA, which always suggests it's slightly stronger. It's got a very thin, slightly creamy looking white head, which is just hanging in there. No floaters or sediment I can see in this one. Not a big deal. Let's get me snouting, see what the aromas are telling us. Oh, that's gorgeous aroma. Wow. Oh, that's cracking. That is cracking. It's not overpowering, which sometimes you do get from dippers. Sometimes there can be like an overly sweet aroma, which can be slightly sort of off-putting. This has got a beautiful balanced tropical aroma to it. I'm getting the character from the oats. Most IPAs, I'm assuming this will have oats in it. Any good New England IPA should, really. Water, barley, oats, wheat, hops, yeah. You're certainly getting that kind of that oats characteristic. It gives it almost like a vanilla-y, almost like a creamy sort of aroma. Once the yeast gets hold of the beer, it works with those oats and gives it slightly more subdued, but that's the passion fruit. It's definitely mango. Touch of lemon, touch of lime. It smells gorgeous. Let's get stuck in. Cheers. Oh. Oh, that's a very, very good New England IPA. Strong passion fruit and mango flavours on this one, really pronounced. And you know what? I took quite a considerable mouthfeel there. I'm not getting much of that 8%. I could easily, I mean, if someone were to ask me what the strength on this beer is, I would say 6 to 6.5%. I wouldn't have this down as a double IPA at all. The colour suggests it's slightly stronger, but in terms of the actual taste, goodness me, that's dangerous. That is so quaffable. Goodness me. So on the palate, it's smooth. The malt bill Really gives it that kind of silky, low carbonation sort of feel on the tongue. It's very smooth. And it works beautifully with that kind of mango and sort of strong passion fruit flavours that you're getting from those Citra and Mosaic hops. It complements it beautifully. The smoothness from the malt bill and the characteristics and the flavours from the hops marry beautifully. It's like a full-on Citra Mosaic, passion fruit, mango. I mean, mango itself, mango has like a smooth flavour. That's kind of a way to describe it. I've never found mango to be a particularly strong flavour, but it's a very refreshing flavour. And this is what I'm going to say about this beer. It's massively refreshing. And I tell you what, I've had, what, 2-3 mouthfuls now, and it's only now starting to feel a little bit of heat on the top of my head, which is suddenly thinking to myself, hang on, how strong is this beer? How strong is this IPA you've given me? So now it's telling me that it's in the realms of a double IPA range. But despite that, this is massively drinkable. This is going to be gone in no time whatsoever. Right. Very little bitterness on the back end, which you should be expecting from the style. A New England IPA really shouldn't be bitter. You might get a touch of spice sometimes. Slightly herbal finish often from the hops, depending on the variety. That is outstanding. That really is good. And if that's available for less than £4, that's a steal. That's a steal. If they're brewing that to that consistency and that quality, that's a bargain. That is an absolute bargain. That is one of the best double IPAs I've had in a long time. I really hope that's still available in supermarkets. I really do. And I only regret that it's taken me this long to get around to drinking it. It's juicy. It's smooth. It glides down. It's really refreshing. Lovely body. Lovely flavour from the hops. It is warming me up a little bit. Like I said, that 8% is just starting to creep on you now. But I think you could have a couple of these and it would creep up on you a little bit. You'd kind of think, oh, hello. Maybe I should have had that second one. So it'd be fun doing it. Lovely bit of lacing on the glass there, just showing its quality. Always a good sign. Buxton. I do like Buxton. I can't remember last time I had a bad Buxton beer, to be honest. They've had some good ones going to supermarkets as well over the last few years. Excuse me, that's one of the best supermarket beers I've had in a long, long time. That's really good. Yeah, and like I say, I think that's been on the supermarket shelves for a little while now. I wonder if another brewery could come along and do something similar at that quality and be able to afford to put it on a supermarket shelf, because this is outstanding. Really is good. I have got no issues with this beer whatsoever. If you're after a good quality New England IPA, you like them juicy, you like them with very little bitterness, thirst quenching, refreshing, strong boozy though. It'll hit you for 6 after you have a couple of those, that's for sure. If you're after a good quality, strong New England IPA at, I guess if it's in the supermarket, it's going to be pretty affordable. Look no further. Kingslayer from Buxton Brewery. That is an outstanding bit of brewing. That really is lovely. And for that price point, again, I'm only guessing £3.50, £4 tops. That's a bargain. That is a bargain. And I'm going to give that a solid 10 out of 10. Sod it. I'm going to go for it. I've got no issues with that whatsoever. Buxton Brewery's Kingslayer Double IPA, I do believe, is available in Tesco. That's quality. That is a very, very nicely brewed double IPA. Well done, Buxton. Quality. I hope you've enjoyed this review. I've thoroughly enjoyed doing it. I can't get my words out. I've enjoyed doing it for you. Give it a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it. I do appreciate it. Until my next one, you take care. Press the button.